Cyberspace is a set of networks, processes, computer power, all connected with one another through a network that today we call the internet, where data and personal data exists, like for example all the things that we shop online, or expressions that we type in search engines and etc. So basically on cyberspace you have, among other things, a lot of information about people that is in part private, right? Not everything that you do in cyberspace you would like everyone to be able to have access to. Like for example, if you shop online, your credit card or maybe your phone number are things that you would like to see protected.
Or maybe your address.
Your address, or for example, these days with more and more businesses using cyberspace to connect with their consumers, more and more information is available. For example, recently we had a case where an insurance company had a data leak problem, and in the end, data from millions of shoppers, actually, for millions of employees that were using this insurance company end up in the wrong hands, and those part of this data was composed of addresses, email addresses, passwords, but also information about salaries, recent medical activities, and so on. So for those people that were affected by it, that was a very big problem.
A really bad problem in cyberspace is that a lot of people are using it to secure their house, like security systems, and they control. Sometimes there are apps that you can control, locking doors and lights turning on and off with your phone. Like sometimes there's a little app that you can connect and register your house to. So a lot of people have experienced the incident where hackers have gone on their account and they've unlock their doors, turn the lights on, and all that kind of stuff. And they go in there and just clean the place out. I've heard of a lot of cases of that. So that's the main reason why we're doing securing cyberspace.
Well, so what you're describing is one type of problems, of a problem connected to securing the cyberspace, right? So I can see that happening, and for sure that will be a very big problem. I believe that this is not the only type of problem, and there are others even more substantial, because you're describing the type of security problems where they are running the border between cyberspace and, let's say, the real world. You're using cyberspace to get access to a residence or to a facility where you can go there and steal things. And in fact, this is a very important thing, in making sure that it cannot happen.
Hello, for those of you who just joined us, I'm Cidale in my interview room, and I'm here with Reinaldo Fagundes, the COO of UUX Software. What's your biggest concern about cyberspace?
My biggest concern is protecting your bitcoins. I think that in the future, not only will we have our data on cyberspace, but actually everything that we have of value will be there, including money itself. So bitcoins, for those that are not familiar with, is one of a number of cyber currencies. And basically, I believe that the more we move in the future, and the more we start using those cyber currencies, the bigger the incentive for hackers to try to get access to our private data, because that data will not only will be composed by your personal information, your address or your credit card number, but actually of your money itself. So I think that the more we move into that direction, the bigger will be the incentive for hackers, and therefore there must be a very safe way for you to store your virtual currency.
Okay. So I have a little experience with a hacker taking stuff that doesn't belong to them over cyberspace. There's an app that my whole school uses called Dreambox. It's a math thing. And so there is a hacker that steals all the fake money that we earn on the game, and it's upsetting a lot of students because we spend a lot of time earning that, and most of us are saving up for something on the game, like a mini game or something like that, and we get a little bit upset when they use our money to buy stuff that we don't want or to transfer our things to their account.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can imagine, you're a teenager, you're already having experienced troubles with hackers, and yeah, but that only proves the point that this is a very big problem that needs to be better addressed by technology, processes, people, authorities, regulation. For example, you know that there are countries where hacking is not really considered a crime. There's no legal, there's not enough regulation to prove that hacking, by ways of hacking, you are really committing a crime. So there's a challenge in multiple levels, not only in terms of technology. And if you, a teenager with limited access to value, right? I mean, you develop the things that you own in cyberspace are credits into this game, and can you imagine how it will be when you're older and you're making your living out of your salary, and it's all deposit, let's say, in cyber currencies, and someone hacks it and gets access to it forever. That would be something very scary that I bet we don't want to see happening.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine someone stealing my salary.
Yes, well, I hope it never happens, and I hope you protect with very good passwords at least. Right.
Thanks for coming to do this interview, Ray. We're going to close it up with asking 3 tips about how to do better with cybersecurity.
Okay, it's been a pleasure. My 3 tips. Well, okay, I will start with passwords. Okay, take good care of your passwords. Do things like use unique passwords for each one of the services. Passwords that are hard to guess. That makes numbers, characters, and etc. The second tip will be control the privacy of what you publish online. So we all like to share things like photos and other things with our friends. Most of the services that we use today, they do allow you to control very precisely what level of privacy you want for each one of the things that you share. In my experience, show that most of the people don't use those controls. They just use the default settings, which are sometimes not appropriate. And third tip will be to go to this three-way authentication systems. Not most, but a number of services that we use today, like email services such as Gmail or even Facebook, they do allow you to use this three-way authentication today. There are ways for you to set up. You download an app, and at that point on, besides, along with your password on, let's say, Gmail, you're required to enter a random number generated by this app. So that will make your Gmail account or your Facebook account a lot more secure, and therefore it's worth doing, at least for those services that contain so much information, such as our Facebook, our social network profile, or our email system.
Thanks, Ray. And thank you guys for listening. If you want to see this interview and others, go to my YouTube channel, and it'd be nice if you would subscribe. Bye!